Hey guys, W here, and today I'm playing the space trading part of the Universal. I'm going to start a brand new save, and we're going to begin on this. I'll show you, I guess, kind of the basics of space trading. This is going to double as a let's play and as sort of kind of a walkthrough. Why am I not in blah? Let's see. Anyways, the guy who made the game posted on the forum saying he needed people to test out some space trading stuff, and he'd prefer if some people would start over so he can get the data he needs to find out what's causing some bugs. So I decided to do that since I really hadn't even started space. Let's see, what do I have? First, I'm gonna launch. Okay. And this game's pretty buggy right now, so hopefully it doesn't crash and I lose like footage or whatever. But okay, let's see what we got here. See, now they added like a 3D interior to the ship, which is really cool because when you look around, it's a lot more immersive. And you use these things to navigate through your menus instead of using the buttons that used to be at the top. Like data would show you the system map, galaxy map, trade report, there's a news channel, and player info. Okay, let's see. When you start out a game, you start out with 10 galactic credits and use interplanetary shuttle, which only can carry 10 tons of cargo. Have a level 4 star drive and 20 iridium. I do have a mining kit, though. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Anyways, let's see. Whenever you start, like, space trading, okay, I'm going to do this like it's a sort of kind of a guide as well. But when you start space trading, it's a good idea to have a calculator with you and probably a notepad also, so you can write down important things. But I have, let's see, I go to trade report. It costs 0.1 credits to download, which is fine with me. Okay, it's going to show me everything in this system, this star system, that's for sale. Okay, and we can afford stuff like water, tea, and foodstuffs, but we don't want to go straight into foodstuffs because we only have 10 credits. And say you're buying foodstuffs at, let's see, you probably can't even make a profit in this system without doing a jump. Let's just say if you buy foodstuffs, you can only buy like 3 of those before I fill up. Well, I use up all my money and I can't afford any more foodstuffs, and then I'd only be making a little bit of profit compared to, say, if I was doing tea, which I can buy at Arimathea for, let's see, 1.8 credits, and I could sell it to, I think, Zion for 2.8. That's 1 credit for each one that I buy. Okay, tea, it's 2. I'm going to be able to buy 5 of them. So my first route, I'm going to make 5 credits if I do that. Okay, now water, let's see what I can do with water. Water sells 3 or 0.3, and I could sell it to Biplane World for 0.8. That's half a credit for each one for profit. And let's see, I can fill my cargo hold with water. I can buy 10 water, and that'll be 3 credits. And shoot, let me get my calculator real quick. Just a second. Okay. So I'm going to be selling it for, what, 8 credits. Well, I should have just done this without even... No, never mind. Don't worry. I'm gonna make it 5 credits that way as well. But let's see, the distance between Biplane World and Zion. Let's see. System map. Biplane World and Zion are that far apart, right? Okay. And these two are really close. So if I'm making 5 credits for each run from Biplane World to Zion, or 5 credits each run from this one to Zion, I'd be better off with that. Granted that I am sort of kind of close to Biplane World to begin with, I need to just fly to Arimathea. Okay? So you can see there's a little bit of a strategy to this, and it's not too hard, I guess. But you got to do a little bit of math and just figure out what's going to work for you. Okay? And every time that I do a run with between these two, running the T, I'll be able to afford more T whenever I come back. So if I keep doing that run, I'll get more and more credits each time. So let's see. I want to target space station. I want to fly to Arimathea, and I'll show you how this goes. Now, most people just push like the home button to fly off, right, in a hurry. Okay, here's a little tip, and I'm pretty sure it's still this way. But I know back in the day, if you just push page up a bunch of times, or you could do, you see this arrow here, you could click that as well, and your ship will reach a higher top speed, which will get you there faster if you're covering a large distance. Okay, you don't want to fly near the sun. If you get too close to the sun, you'll white out and die, and it'll reset your account. That's why I would never buy an autopilot, because if there's 2 planets, one on each side of the sun, then you autopilot for a planet on the other side of the sun. It's going to take you into the sun instead of to the planet, because it travels in a straight line. It doesn't navigate around. Okay, so let's see, what else can I tell you about? There's drives. Star Drive uses Iridium and use your galactic map. So I can only travel to this other system, and while that's cool and all, it's not important right now. And there's Infant Drive, which lets you type in the name of a planet, and as long as you're not holding any cargo or being attacked or anything like that, it will pretty much teleport you there. Would not buy autopilot. I have a mining kit, but it's not active right now. Okay. And let's see. The cool thing about Traderport is if you stay in the same system, every time you click on it, you don't have to pay for it again. But if you leave the system or you turn off your game, then when you come back, you'll have to buy it again. So that's another kind of tip there. Anyways, I'm going to quit recording until I get there, and I'll finish up on it there. Alright guys, I made it, and let's see. Okay, when you want to space trade, you just go to space trade, or you can hit F3. That's what these little things mean. It's telling you which key you can hit instead, for kind of a shortcut, I guess. And I'm going to buy T. It's 1.8 credits each, and let's see how many can I afford. Can afford 5 of them. It's at 9 credits, okay? And I'm going to launch. Okay. Come on, let's do this. Now I'm going to just show you, the first time around I'm going to show you how long it takes to get from this planet to the next. Okay. So I'm going to go to System Map, go to Zion, because that's my destination. You got to make sure you hit it there. Okay, now here's something that's cool. It says target down here. You can hit it for planet, which will just take you to the planet, or space station, which is good if you're space trading. And it'll just show you this little arrow here, which will help you line up on it. Okay, and then hurry up and click this arrow all the way up to the top. You accelerate slower because home is basically like full power, but it's not quite full power. And if you hit the home key, you can't accelerate any farther past that. So that's how that works. You could try it out yourself. That's what I recommend doing. And let's see. There's plenty of really cool stuff. I'm just going to let this kind of go. It seems like it bugged out on me just a little bit. And okay. It's going to take me about 3 minutes to get there. But it'll be well worth it. Okay. Now, I guess I can show you some more stuff on the trade report right now. Okay, there's ships and cargo. Like, ships are in purple. The next one up would be cargo transport, which is 270 credits. I'm not sure exactly how many tons it holds. And in the old days, it held 10 extra tons, so it held a total of 20 tons. And Gal Freighter, which is probably what I'm aiming for a little while, is 21,000 credits. Now, let's see. There's the advanced mining kit for almost 500 credits. Infant drive is 25. Now, let me tell you something about that. Okay, say you really want infant drive because you want to be able to type in the name of any planet and be kind of just put there, so you don't have to find it yourself. You just need to know the name, right? Well, when you go to buying stuff, you never want to just buy it as soon as you have the money for it, because it's going to leave you without credits to trade. Say, if I had 25 credits to buy it right now, or just over 25 credits, I would be back to trading water. And I would only be getting maybe a credit, maybe 2 each run, which isn't really worth my time. So what you want to do is you want to trade until you have well enough to where buying that item does not set you back to having an empty hold, because you don't want to do trades where you're not making credits. If you have an empty hold, chances are you're probably not making any credits. But it's all about profit. You got to make sure that what you're doing is worth the time that you're putting into it. If you can make more money off of buying something, if you can only afford like one of it, but you're making more money off of that than you are an entire load of something that's cheaper, then it's better to just move up to the next item. But you don't want to set yourself back down to trading lesser items, for sure. So I'm going to go to T. I'm going to sell 5. So I went from 9 credits to 14 credits off of that. I'm up to 14.9 credits right now. Okay. And that was just like a few seconds, or a few minutes really. It wasn't too much time. Now there are trade routes that go, let's see. That's how big the galaxy appears to be, maybe. No? It zooms 3 times. Okay. These are all the star systems. And we're just in this little bitty area. So we can get to this one, but we need a bigger star drive to get to another one. Okay, awesome. Now Finite drive. That works kind of like the Infinite drive, but it lists planets, and if you click on one, it'll take you there, as long as you're not holding cargo or being shot at. But since that's not really working right now, why did I do that? Always make sure that you always put your target back to where you're wanting to go. I forget about it sometimes. Okay, and then just accelerate. And here we go. Off for another run. Anyways, I'm not going to keep y'all watching this too much longer as far as this goes. I'll let you, whenever I get ready to step up to next item, I'll come back. But how do you know when to move up to another item? You just make sure that you're going to be making more profit off of that than you are a full load of something that's cheaper. So I'll be back here in a few minutes, maybe. I don't know. Whenever I get ready to trade something else, I'll let y'all know. Alright, later guys.